Football Association, Mark Addo. Mr. Mark Addo, Babachuchi and Komo. Nhyira Power Sports. Meeting Patrick Osajman. You can call me countryman. So go. Monya no ahumane so amamia. Na meneno. Indi ensa so for Ghana football. Emu ensem kakra. Day koso. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Morning, Chief. It's the same.
Mr. Mark Addo, President of Ghana Football Association, Vice. Bibi Abokode. Fantastic. I say Nhyira Power Sports.
I think it's the first time I'm in Nhyira.
Fantastic. Midi Patrick Osajman, Bitima from a countryman, Songo, the fireman.
Okay, very good. Good morning.
Fantastic morning. Okay, all right, more fire. We do Joshua.
Bye.
Professional. Okay, maybe say football for are you ready for Congress? Pacho.
So 72 pages. DS I send the information. I'm members, and additional information as it comes along, is on course. We are hoping first September, and we will meet, and then we will go through it. Now they said it to you, idea to you. Na yakoyeni.
Fantastic. Me pacho. Bisikasem. The BI in say. Transparency. Send your baya. No mamu bedawa ma football net me akwakonanim. In the past, why would him? Just say normalization in our buy any those things. Said the issue of accountability, any transparency in Isikasem. Motimi abridge the gaba chesebitimi abuama a normal Congress way.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a fair question. So I think your legacy and I prefer and one of the things my idea about football when you say you better try you better bring a lot more transparency and openness, and more importantly, making sure your football, your training, you're running as any other inmate at the highest level. In the end, by you might, and the tour say, they be in your mom will be a home. Nah, there more be a big in the Abuana because Upa corporate Ghana crap so much support to they all want to see there's transparency and accountability, and people are responsible. So it's on the back of that, in all these documents, a day ban. As we will be quite a Congress comes present a budget order. But I think there's a part of the new status, FIFA 4, and making sure the status, is in alignment with all my status. So you run it more similar to like a corporate organization.
Fantastic. Where you? You say, Minhuya say minty a budget 40 million GH Ghana cities. Some few months into office.
Okay, let me explain you.
More fire.
Okay, so no. A budget you project a best spend from October to June.
More fire.
So it was a budget and a project. But obviously, you say, okay, that is what we're planning to spend. In do Kaya, time up your core Congress, President Kwabe can say, sometime end of February, to March on the budget in the back. Because from the time your boss to Congress, and then you might be green and say we couldn't get even a budget. Of course, there was no budget. They're buying a budget to hold a different story, but there was no budget for us. Into your buy, and your budget here, and your year. By the time we reach our budget, I previously ever cause a surrounding Congress to get Congress sign off na COVID the sea. While you say COVID the sea, so if required to move
No fire.
Nobody could do anything. This is a global pandemic. This happens once every 100 years. If you live your whole life, COVID pandemic.
No fire.
So it was a force majeure. We couldn't do anything. The sad thing is or the most unfortunate thing is okay, now last Congress, we could not submit the proposed auditor, because now auditors, last auditors, it's just sound.
No fire.
To be able to get auditors, so go through a process. There's some guidelines. So go to review, interviews, and negotiations. We couldn't get it all done because that was our first Congress. And the idea was that during this other cycle, by end of February, beginning of March, they represent the auditors. So let's just I do want to think away. Our budget present here and okay, but spend year now come start working on it. You think by the time I got this Congress, nothing ready. Unfortunately, because of COVID in me. We are seeing and that is the strength. So our budget ne buy the buy say okay when I think they back and same but for the record as required by statutes, they buy anyway. Namo rectify. Unfortunately, actual thing yet ready because of appointment of auditors. The bonus here already the North Congress, they back. But you say because of a transitional. So what I say. And obviously by the new one they are banning there. So on the on the but by the next year this time, as we go into then, we'll be able to schedule in your better prepare. Hopefully we will be over with COVID and all this thing now. A better thing of the past.
Fantastic. Vice President Nhyira Kitchen Komo Nhyira Power Sports, Mr. Mark Addo. Monument Committee, we dear me pacho me pese me busao. I'm saying House of Folk Monument Committee.
House of Folk.
On the House of Folk chairman and a board chairman and a penny. And also,
Fred Moore. Okay.
Fantastic. So far, no more muye no mujidi say a Congress umbajiatum.
Okay. Information it's already sent to Congress.
More fire.
Okay. And me personal view. Okay. To me answer direct question on it because yes, Anna. Now I'm being unfair to my ex-co members, and also to members of Congress. So, but I can tell you, sir, from a Juma ex-co Juma, Charlie, meeting sometimes be at 7 hours, 8 hours. Now I'm for 2 points to go halfway away, go check his park, we meet me actually via analysis, to committee issue. Yes, for there. If you ask me, Krana, you may feel how they compare relative to other escort Jumana. A Juma where I say a God, Jumano. Yeah.
More fire.
It wouldn't mean as one can say, Chicago, amount for Jumano Biomayana. This is enough. The me personal view. I'm not speaking for you. I think that people should be rewarded for the work they do, and even maybe even higher. Because think about it. Maybe believe you say, you get what you pay for. So what I say in business, So who pretend they say who pay for, they also pretend to work. It's very common in the business sector. Who pretend they will go for car. But the best accept people to do honest work and get honest remuneration. So and we shouldn't look at it as cool say but end of the day there's a lot of work. Don't go.
Matthias,
there's a lot of work. Can you between time you buy ABC
more fire.
Matthias, so now you making sure say you betting I remunerate you I compensate you for the work that they do. It's very important, say. membership no will feel say omunya adwuma yi the same way so no and I'm say workers omo ho no so no. And to be honest with you, some of them haven't received increases for as long as you can see. And it's not, to me, it's not fair. The people should be remunerated and they should be compensated, and so that they can put in the good work that we all require for the FA to be, so that we can get the quality of work that everybody can be proud of.
Fantastic.
That's my personal view.
Metiasie, Oze, sa we nyina no, ko bi adwuma asene ya woka no. Or se fatasi will be your baby, but yes, you perceive who's a football. No, I hear ye and I say, and no more quay. So, it just a BB, say football, no, one more year, and answer more yena, ye who resorts. It
right.
When BB Saba now, public and as a Ghanaian, so a better no Mabiasi, and I'm Pacho.
Okay, Metiasie. I mean, you are always right. I mean, you are right to require results, and I see you all the time. Who can say black power, cup man, fire So you are right to question that. But for me, the most important thing is you can only get those by putting the right infrastructure in place. That's what I say. For example, if you do not have a structured technical directorate, as an example, where you don't have a solid structured technical directorate that are dealing with all the different departments that support the national teams now, then it's only by a miracle or chance that we get to where we get to. You don't have a strength and condition department. You don't have nutrition department. You don't have psychology department. You don't have physio. You don't have performance management. All these are things that we have to build. People contribute to say Germany and also South Africa. Sometimes they have 50, 60 people, even 100 people working as a directory because that's the heart and soul of the organization. So for football, to support all your youth development, talent development, and I think making sure these structures now, and it will take some time. And to me, if we get it right, the rewards, we'll then see the results, at the end. Unfortunately, environment, a lot of times we see the results and then we kind of claw our way back to the problem. So, because the result comes all kinds of issues. Then I think that we go back, okay, find a problem, but we don't address it from the ground up. And that is exactly what we are trying to do.
Fantastic. Yani Addo, Vice President of Ghana Football Association, Nhyira Power Sports, more fire. Medin Patrick Osajima, you can call me countryman, Songo the fireman. Vice, where there? Me call be hona RFA. Umu penyinu. I'm so put two documents together. A statute amendment, Right. I'm say almost I reflect on Congress, and as a Congress, I'm obekoi. And also I want some to say more fire.
I think, sir, look, there are two issues. I think it was a more of a technical issue more than anything.
More fire.
The issues, from me, as far as I know, I think that from ESCO, we all want changes. So we all were there. We all know, say, certain things are able to see a pen, you can put those things together. But one thing, people don't know is FIFA is now more engaged in the MAs than anything before. FIFA is so engaged in because right now, we won't change any status without getting FIFA sign off. The way that status is now. Everything about status change, we have to always refer to them to make sure that they've signed off. The last one, it was the same. Because they were part, the Omega and governance group has to look at it. So it's a legitimate point when GS made that point. The other part is there were some days required for it to be launched, which did not meet that criteria. And unfortunately, because at the same instance, if you miss that now or mess that up now, somebody can pick it on, invalidating the whole process.
More fire.
So, when people make these arguments, and I hear on the radio, people can say, and then go on person or my disrespect, which is it's sad and unfortunate. Nobody wants to respect anybody. Nobody wants to look down anybody, or there's no hidden agenda in these things. We just have to make sure that we do it properly and we do it right. And at the right time, and when it comes down, we all look at it. We all have our views. We'll go and we put our heads together. We agree and disagree on what we need, and then we move forward because it's for the good of the country and good for the football. And good for football.
More fire. Okay. On the about finance, why now you're paying me? Just say, sikasem and football here. Sika niwa. Football no bono ayedin clubs ni here ska omu here support eti debiano mediana me expect say efi no ebitime nya huge amount of money be at least would say $6 million, $10 million, and about even $25 million, $200 million. Medenyamiasi. Send your baya football, you bit me and Hasinti. How is the FA like rebranding itself now at Miama? Oma attracted that sponsorship, that huge amount of sponsorship. Sikabit Miaba. Nhyira say if you bit me, I'm a rebranding be and I say actually say yes, they are attracted to corporate Ghana and corporate world. More fire.
I think it's a fair point, and once again, like every process I can't before, it's a process. It's not it's a marathon, not a sprint, because like you said, we have to build all the ground rules, we have to build the infrastructure. We have to ensure that we have the right caliber of people working at the FA. We have to ensure that anything that is a mess, we put it in the proper context, recruit the best talent we have. We have to also pay them well, remunerate them well to make sure that we have a solid, functional FA that meets all the terms and conditions that FIFA expect from us. That's one. And also the same as we talk about on the technical directorate, all the appendages of the FA have to make sure they are well-resourced to be able to support the national teams. And then when you have this auditors in place, all the controls in place, and of course, people begin to feel comfortable in terms of how your information is given out, how your finances are being, money is being dispersed, and people get a sense that this FA is doing fantastic. All the cloud and the ominous view of the FA slowly dissipate. Then you see, and also speak well of it, see how things have changed, accentuate the positives more. You begin to see, corporate Ghana would also pay attention because they want to be associated with it. Let me give you an example. Tama Kotokone Hasebo, for example.
More fire.
Accra Sports Stadium. The stadium was filled to the brim. But they ask ourselves this question: how many companies advertised that day at that stadium?
More fire.
So what I say? How many? Yeah. I didn't see too many companies.
More fire.
That is a massive opportunity. So it is a process. Even for example, right now FIFA is demanding all the stadium fees should be numbered. Very soon, if that happens, that means you can actually sell tickets electronically. There will be nobody at the gate. People can go and feel comfortable, say there's enough security, they can come and watch a game. Corporate entities want to see that. Corporate entities feel more comfortable knowing, say, advertise, sponsor teams to make sure to be almost pay. But say a bus is a car, you car, where you win now, we have to win. That means you crowd because we can for Juma. Will be a person. We have to find a way whereby we, first of all, build our infrastructure, strengthen the FA, strengthen all our departments and systems, ensure that the message that we are carrying out is consistent, and then with the support of the stakeholders, including the media and everybody associated with it, promote it, because this is a multi-million-dollar business. So So
fantastic.
Having said all that,
yeah,
we are not sleeping on our oars. There's a lot of things that we are doing on the GFA. There's a lot of opportunities that are coming. And trust me, I don't want to disclose anything which is outside without I don't have, which is not ready to be released. And I can tell you every day there are people slowly, trickling in from corporate Ghana who want to be associated with the product.
Fantastic.
It's just a matter of time.
More
and
fire.
you see it on a daily basis. But if you just give us a little bit of time, you will see right after the end of the first year, you won't say things are happening, things will be kicking in, and slowly, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. It will take some time, but we'll hit the critical mass at some point.
Okay. On say, corporate world, Krano Mutumu, say, Anna Mumu, Achiche, as a FNO. And then we are cutting can we? And then we are cutting can say. I mean, also engagement because with your members, so that sir, Nentichucha Matthew account that a party way things are going. A bit of a corporate world and we say no. Okay, now they are together because corporate world. What had you know? And
we move part the factory because this every moment the media who say we are pretty much united. I hardly see anybody going out of the month to speak. I may be beginning, but as of now, only Makasada. I can tell you, sir, me for one, I have never spoken to any radio station aside from election day. Almost a year now. This is the first time I've been first time on the radio talking about this. So we are very sure in how we want to present or people hear about our story, because we want to tell our story, because we know that if we don't tell our story, somebody will tell it for us, or somebody will be telling the story. So that is why we use Henry Asante. And Henry's a fantastic guy. Hey, by the way, any birthday, to wish him a happy birthday.
More fire.
Yeah. So that Henry can be the center point of communication to everybody and all the stakeholders. We only come in when there are specific issues related that we all have some element of expertise. Then we will kick in. But the idea is that we are all united in ensuring that the brand is protected and presented in it with the best foot forward.
Okay. All right. Where do you quick one?
Sure.
Also, mutimi a convince a buying ye so that football can come back, because we'll be up to say football ever back. But it looks like the FNU enough to convince a buying Emma football my back. More fire.
Oh, don't go.
More fire. Oh yeah, professional, because Mako Bako Anko, Mako Binu Anko, Mako third one, I buy some okay, more fire.
You because anywhere it comes easy. Ya Bako, because football or wouldn't so Mampania number one football fan.
Fantastic.
Minister super or Paraguay. You can't boom, you go to cry, will be successful. And that's exactly what we are doing. And hopefully government is better or the account with Abuano or the Abosom normalization time or what Abuana near to the Agronaba. It's not I'm a Kubutai.
More fire, professional. You're such a nice man, and very nice talking to you. Nhyira Power Sports. And I wish you the best of luck. Congress Amukwe Muntimi come make fantastic decisions now. Your football into me fan into my infra.
Thank you so much. And listen, I will also count on you and your crew and all the stakeholders to ensure that always get in touch with us. We'll give you more perspective so that the message goes out there. It's much more reflective on what is on the ground and a lot more positive for everybody, because
fantastic one. Oh, fire, I'm a fire. Professional. Okay, listen, that's it. Mark Addo, and I'm attending Kano, Vice President of Ghana Football Association. Nhyira Asante, Fire Birthday in Communication Director at the Ghana Football Association. Nhyira Power Sports, and Wasugusua, UT 104.5.